to Leopardstown. Yes, even he's arrived at Leopardstown for the Stan James Gold Cup then. All the fun and frolics. We can give you the runners and riders for the first of the grade runs, the spring Juvenile Hurdle, and it promises to be a race so full of information with the Triumph Hurdle in mind, of course. The last horse to win this race and go on to win at Cheltenham Triumph was our Connor. Here are the runners and riders. It's a big pot, €80,000 in total prize money. A really prestigious race. Willie Mullins won the last couple of renewals, including last year when 14-1 shot Footpad obliged. Number 1 is your favourite, Bapom for WP Mullins. Ruby Walsh is your jockey wearing number 1. 2 is Vutan, the Galileo Grey Gelding. Mark Walsh rides, tongue tie first time. 3 is Expatriate for David Mullins and Elmarie Holden. 4, Houses of Parliament, the Mount of Barry Geraghty. Number 5, Mega Fortune, where the cheek pieces. Davy Russell rides for Chris Jones and Gordon Elliott. Number 6, On the Go Again, is an absentee. 7, Sword Fighter, Jody McGarvey. Number 8, Denario Desobo is Jack Kennedy. And number 9, the filly that was also impressive here at Leopardstown's Christmas meeting, Mary Deavy. She's fast. Paul Townend rides that. The 2 fillies at the bottom, Tom Lee getting the sex allowance. What's the market telling us? Is it giving us any clue?
Well, there's 2 form lines here, obviously. Mary Deavy, so good beating Houses of Parliament at Christmas, but the vote isn't for that form line. It's for Bapom, having beaten, amongst others, this very good horse of Gordon Elliott's, Mega Fortune, 1st and 3rd here over Christmas. That's where the money's gone. The 1st and 3rd from that race, both supported here. Bapom 11-4 with the bookmakers this morning, generally 2-1 on the track. And also Mega Fortune, the each-way punt of the race, 13-2 into 5. He's a horse who might very well improve yet. Early days for him, and he's shown a lot of quality even when beaten.
But this is a race, Tom, that you want to watch a second time and a third time, as we found out last year. Ivanovic Gorbatov, 4th. It's a race that throws up lots of winners.
Not just that, we had no idea at the time. Footpad was 14-1 for this race, and yet his exploits last summer showed him up to be a really, really good young horse. And of course, this is very, very early days. Precocious young horses yet to show their best. Nonetheless, big compliment from the market for this Bapom.
Very interesting. Willie Mullins is well represented. He's got Bapom, he's got Mary Deavy as well, and this is Bapom, the 2-1 favourite. Now, he's won 2 of his 4 starts over hurdles, and last time out, he won in good style when beating Land of Hope and Glory and Mega Fortune. That was in a grade 2. Made a mistake at Fairyhouse, and that good novice before that.
Number 2 is Bhutan. This is number 8. Number 8 is Denario. This filly caught my eye at Cork and caught a lot of people's eye. She went down there, not mildly fancied out of the top stable of Gordon Elliott's, and she won an absolute distance. The horses behind her, some of them won since. She won, the official verdict was 29 lengths. She could have won 129, and she could be a surprise packet.
Number 9, Mary Deavy. She won very well here, her first run over hurdles. She's getting plenty weight from the geldings, and I think she didn't do anything wrong the last day, and she'll put up a bull shout.
She was good. Mega Fortunes, the next we're going to look at. Gordon Elliott's run, one of the 2 of Gordon's, wears cheek pieces for the first time, and he's been mixing it with the best. He's only won 1 of his 4 starts over hurdles, but he was beaten not that far by Bapom last time out, and before that by Land and Hope and Glory.
House of Parliament, the horse we look at next, is a horse a lot of people were waiting to see, and he ran here at Christmas and ran a cracker. He was no match on the day for Mary Deavy, and it was her first run and his first run, but he's a high-class horse on the flat, the highest rated of these on the flat, and he could be a live contender for one of the big, either the Fred Winter or the Triumph at Cheltenham yet. JP is a very strong hand in that, with a couple of good horses with Hobbses and Hendersons.
Number 1, Bapom.
We'll just hear from Andy first.
Parliament is the most obvious.
Yeah, he is, Andy. He had a nice one here at Christmas. Probably looked early in the week like the ground was going to be nice here, but it's a little bit slower than probably we expected. But he's in good form and hoping for a good run.
5 lengths to make up on Mary Deavy?
Yeah, we have 5 lengths to make up on the filly, and Ruby picked the gelding, so that suggests maybe he's a shake better. But listen, hopefully he can run a good race.
And Vutan is an interesting one, on his only start he beat Houses of Parliament here.
He did, yeah. Like his only run ever, so this is his second race ever. So it's a big ask for him, but he's schooled nicely at home, touch wood, and he's in good form.
And before we let you go, I'll mention on Sword Fighter.
Yeah, Sword Fighter stays well, tough horse, had a nice run at Christmas, jumped a little bit green, so hopefully that'll be a bit better today. And again, sure, hopefully he can run well.
Hopefully all 3 run well.
Hopefully. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Joe.
Brian, what do you make of this form now? This is Bopome winning here at Leopardstown, beating Land of Hope and Glory and Mega Fortune.
Yeah, look, I thought it was a great run. I actually rode in the race. I finished a long way back, but we went a proper gallop. There was no hiding places, and I think Ruby was pretty confident going into the race that day. He felt that if he went quicker in Fairy House when he got beat, he would have won, and there was no hiding places. And I think whatever jumps upside him at the last today will probably, he'll give it up to them.
Yeah, he got a hard old race now. I mean, obviously Willie is happy. It's 6 weeks since we had that there. His gutsy performance. The third horse came home well. Cheek pieces on him might make him run a bit sweeter.
He's our favourite, looks the part. Bopome, but the stable companion getting £7. Mary DV, you've got Denaria de Zobo getting £7 as well, the 30-length winner of her only start. It's a proper race, Ted, and it's a race that in the past has, given us a good clue towards the triumph.
Yeah, I thought the filly Paul Townend was the filly. I thought Ruby might ride her, but she was very impressive here, I thought, for her first run over hurdles. She was a high-class mare on the flat. She won on heavy ground for Nicholas Clements, a mile and a quarter.
At Boyle Sports, you can always bet on us to put you first. That's why we make topping up your...
Now the 8 runners coming out onto the hurdle track to face the starter. Bopome going to be pretty handy by the look of it.
Yeah, Willie's are going to take another on here as well too, because Paul Townend's line up nice and sharp in the front end as well, and so is Davy Russell on the outside.
Yeah, I'd say Davy will make sure it's a proper gallop.
Yeah.
He stayed well the last day, so I'd say it'll be a proper race anyway.
Barry's just said a Ruby. I said it'll be a good gallop anyways, right, Brian?
Tony, all yours.
Yes, walking forward for the Spring Juvenile Hurdle, the first of 4 Grade 1 races on the card. Starter today, Paddy Graffin, checking his watch. As they walk in, Mega Fortune in the stripes, the maroon and white star, the Jigginstown colours on Denaria de Zobo, Jack Kennedy. Ruby Walsh on the inside on Bopome in the pink with the green spots. The JP McManus represented by 3. First colours being worn by Houses of Parliament, the mount of Barry Geraghty. Should be on the way any second now. Denaria de Zobo with the noseband on the left of the picture. The black and beige colours there of Mary Deavy, and away they go, and Bopome is the first away as they run up the straight towards the first flight, being followed by Mega Fortune in the stripes. Mary Deavy is next on the inside, Houses of Parliament. Denaria de Zobo on the outside. They're followed by Sword Fighter, who lands past Expatriate as they come up in front of the stands on the way towards flight number 2. And Bopome narrowly from Mega Fortune, and they're followed by Denaria de Zobo, Mary Deavy, Houses of Parliament. Behind these Bhutan with Sword Fighter, and on their inside is Expatriate. Mega Fortune goes on into the second flight from Denaria de Zobo. Bopome is in third. They're followed by Mary Deavy and Houses of Parliament together, and they're followed by Bhutan the Grey. Collides with Sword Fighter there, and Expatriate is slightly hampered as they go up towards flight number 3. Mega Fortune and Davy Russell in the lead. Denaria de Zobo, Jack Kennedy in second, then Bopome on the inside, followed by Houses of Parliament and Mary Deavy. They're followed by Sword Fighter, and then Expatriate, and finally Bhutan. About to swing into the back straight towards the 4th of 8 flights, and it's Mega Fortune who leads by about 3 lengths to Denaria de Zobo, who's half a length in front of Bopome. Just behind Bopome comes his stablemate Mary Deavy, then Houses of Parliament in the white cap, followed by Sword Fighter, Expatriate, and Bhutan brings up the rear as they race down the far side of the course towards flight number 4 in this Grade 1 Spring Juvenile Hurdle. And it's our leader, Mega Fortune, Denaria de Zobo within a length and a half, Bopome close in third, Houses of Parliament just ahead of Mary Deavy, then a break of 2.5 or so to Sword Fighter, followed by Expatriate. Bhutan brings up the rear. Mega Fortune, Bopome a good jump to go up and regain the lead. Mega Fortune in second, Denaria de Zobo is in third, and they're followed by Houses of Parliament just ahead of Mary Davy, and then a gap of 4 to 5 lengths to Expatriate and Sword Fighter. Midway down the back, this is 4 from home. Bop Home, right of the picture in the stripes, is Mega Fortune. On the left is Denario de Zobo, followed by Houses of Parliament, and then comes Mary Davy. On the outside is Expatriate. As they go down towards the third last, Bop Home and Mega Fortune, Denaria de Zobo in third. Houses of Parliament, Mary Davy, Expatriate, Sword Fighter, and Bhutan ridden along at the back of the field as they head into the turn. Taking them off the back straight, Bop Home and Mega Fortune together. 2.5 to the good from Denaria de Zobo. Houses of Parliament is fourth. Mary Davy is in touch in fifth, and they're followed by Bhutan, Expatriate, Sword Fighter ridden along in rear. Racing down now towards the second last flight. Mega Fortune on the outside of Bop Home. In third place and being pushed along is Denaria de Zobo. Mary Davy has gone 4. Houses of Parliament has lost a bit of ground. Expatriate is next. And then Bhutan at the second last. Bop Home and Mega Fortune. Bad mistake by Denaria de Zobo. Leaves Mary Davy in third, but up front it's Mega Fortune, Bop Home on the inside. They're 5 clear of Mary Davy, Denaria de Zobo and Expatriate as they come off the bend. Mega Fortune has the lead from Bop Home in second. They're clear of Mary Davy, Denaria de Zobo and Expatriate, and it's Mega Fortune and Davy Russell who've gone 3-4 lengths clear of Bop Home, who in turn is clear of Mary Davy down to the final flight. And the leader is Mega Fortune. Bop Home trying to rally in second. They're clear at the last. Mega Fortune over from Bop Home. 2 lengths between them as they race into the closing stages. Mega Fortune has the lead by 2.5 to Bop Home in second, and they're clear of Denaria de Zobo as they race up the line. Mega Fortune for Gordon Elliott, Chris Jones and Davy Russell wins the Spring Juvenile Hurdle. Bop Home in second, Denaria de Zobo third, Mary Davy 4, Expatriate 5, and a long way back to Bhutan, then Houses of Parliament, and finally Sword Fighter.
Yeah, well, this horse was flying home the last day. We just mentioned Gordon put cheek pieces on it, and it definitely ran with sweeter and sharper. He was up there all the way. Bhutan took it off him back at the fourth last, led him over the third last, but a good lep at the second last. Davy Russell has gone to the front again, and hard as the second horse tries to hold his position, he can't just keep it there, and Davy swings into the straight with a length or 2 advantage. I just thought maybe for a few strides going to the last that he was sort of getting to tie up a little bit, but he rallied really well and done it well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did it very well in the end. You know, he got in a little tight to the last, but to be fair, he picked up from the back of it. It looked like Ruby was going to have another cut at him from the back of it, but he kept galloping. He's a tough horse. And, I said he there's more left in the tank than what he does.
Oh yeah. He's pricking his old ears going to the last. He had a bit left. Wasn't great at the last. The second horse was quicker, but when Davy got a couple of tears into him, he quickens up really well again. He's gone away to win well. Nice one for Chris Jones as well. A great one for Gordon Elliott. Bo Pam has lost nothing much in defeat. He just has won 2 good from on the day.
Guys, what about the cheek pieces now? Because that was the first time he wore them. What do they do for a horse?
Well, just make them concentrate a little bit more, you know. Maybe Davy came in the last day and just said he took his eye off a little bit.
Yeah, hanging the latch a bit. You know, it's like blinkers. They just maybe give a bit more in his. But the way he pricks his old ears, he's got a bit in the tank. He's not maybe giving you 100%. And the way everybody has gone with the stick, and now you do everything you can to try and help him. And this just concentrates him a little bit more, just makes him focused in front, and he runs to the line. He's a good horse. He's tough. Gordon thought he was a good horse when he won.
He was very impressive on Down Royal that day.
Very impressive, and a good. And the last day here, there was no horse finishing better.
No.
Weren't worried about stamming into him. Davy gets a couple of good tears into him, and he keeps going well to the line. He gets every step of it. He's a straightforward horse, not complicated. First couple all the way.
You'd imagine a county hurdle might suit him, you know, a proper run 2 mile race, or Triumph, yeah, it'd definitely suit him. You know, a strong run 2 mile race, so he'll definitely be doing his best work to finish.
Grand one for Chris Jones as well. This horse with Gordon. Straighten up to the last here. The winner is gone. Couple of lengths clear. Couple of horses disappointing behind House of Parliament. Ran no sort of race there.
They pull a long way to third as well. They quicken well off the bend.
Gordon's filly made a Hames at the second last. The filly that won in Cork. She was on her nose at the second last. That didn't do any good. And Mary Diva didn't jump as well as she can either.
First blood on the day to Gordon Elliott. Gordon and Willie, big-time representatives in the next race. Willie's got 6 and Gordon 3. They make up 9 of the 10 runners. And this is a a nice sort of son of Soldier of Fortune out of Fiery Cross, bred by the Niarchos family. And we can hear from the winning trainer now, who's with Andy.
Well done, Gordon. It was a very tough performance, but he showed his staying ability the last couple of times.
He did, Andrew, yeah. You know, we thought the softer ground today and we put the cheek pieces on him. The plan was to be plenty forward with him, so thankfully it worked out. It was great.
And looked to have a little bit up his sleeve, even though he won by a diminishing margin.
He's pricking his ears the whole way, but listen, hopefully the triumph will be the plan now. Chris Jones, a big supporter of the yard, so this is local track, so it's nice to repay him with this.
And the triumph takes plenty getting as well, doesn't it? That should suit him.
It'll suit him well, yeah, definitely.
Well done.
Thanks, cheers, thanks.
Well done, Chris Jones. To the left of our picture, there's age, and as I say, bred by the Niarchos family. He's a son of Soldier of Fortune out of a mare by Common Grounds. And when you see Niarchos in there as a breeder, well, you know jolly well that there's a good bit of quality. And this fella likes jumping. He's got what it takes, as they say. If they've got the page and they enjoy jumping, well, the world is their oyster. Hailstorm as the runners come back in. Sleet. Chris Jones has got some lovely ammunition. He's winning big races and doing really well with Gordon Elliott, getting the lowdown from Davy, who never misses an opportunity himself. Good race. Beaupomme lost little in defeat, and Denaria des Obeaux, after that wonderful performance, faultless performance at Cork, well, she kept going well to take third place. The Delight is next, the Delight Novice Hurdle. Brian, just tell us about conditions now. And, you know, I mean, it's a pretty nasty day. OK, I think during the race itself there wasn't so much sleet and driving at GFAs. What's it like out there on a bad day?
It's actually a tough place when you actually get a strong headwind up the straight in Leopardstown. You know, when you turn in there, sometimes it hits you very straight on, and it can be a lonely place, and you end up in front, and you need all the support you can get.
What about goggles? How many pairs of goggles would you put on a day like this?
I usually wear the takeouts, so they're kind of like a glass thing, so I only wear one pair of them, but some people are different. You can see Davey there, he wears two pairs of the clear goggles. I'd wear the dark pairs. I've worn them for quite a while.
What do you mean by takeouts?
They're kind of different kind of lens. They're like a kind of glass. They fit into your face. They're not like the plastic ones, as you can see. If you can see them, Davy Russell wears them. He wears two see-through pairs. You know, everyone's different, but you know, I give them a wipe. They're easy clean. You know, if you get a bit of kickback, you can rub them straight off. Whereas if you wear the plastic ones, you can pull a pair down, and you've the next ones to support you.
Interesting stuff.
Yes, I have the winning jockey beside me, Davy Russell. You tell me you've only got the one pair of goggles.
Oh, just the one today, yeah.
Horrible conditions out there.
And not too bad, to be fair.
So you're a tough one, you see.
Yeah, but I suppose we'd Clonmel there and things during the week. It was very, very testing. You come up here, we don't find it as bad, yeah.
But he did it really, really well, and the cheek pieces seem to really do the job.
Yeah, definitely, you know, and he's strengthening up into a nice horse. And obviously we've had very good ground around Leopardstown this year, and today is probably the worst of that ground, and the worst conditions helped him today, and we went to good gallop, and you know, he
quickened up nicely when you asked him.
Yeah, quickened up nicely and idled plenty in front, so he was keeping a bit to himself. So hopefully now he might go to Cheltenham.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you think he'll handle Cheltenham well? It'll suit him?
Yeah, I think so. The Juvenile Hurdle course is different. It's the outside track, so that should suit him.
Nice strong run race.
Yeah, exactly. No, you said that's what he wants, a good strong end-to-end gallop, and he stays very well, and you'd imagine he jumps well, and you know, a bit of ease in the ground would help him too.
Well done. You're going to get a nice hot shower.
Yeah, thanks, Tracy.
Okay, well done, David.
Yes, well done to Davy Russell. Chris Jones and Gordon Elliott wins the first of the Grade 1s on Stan James Gold Cup Day. Mega Fortune, the gelding by Soldier of Fortune, of course, who stands down with Bobby McCarthy's alongside Flemonsford in Tallow and West Waterford. Wins the Grade 1 by 3.5 lengths. The price 9-2. Second, Beaupomme. Second at 7-4 and favourite. And third was Denario des Obeaux, who made a hash of the second last. Did well to finish third. That was priced at 130. One absentee, number 6, on the go again. But Mega Fortune has won the juvenile. Price 4.5 to 1.
A great start. The grade ones come thick and fast, I can tell you. Our next action is the Delight Novice Hurdle. Now 10 runners go.